Hey you guys, so today we're going to be doing a French set with 3D like lines and also a 3D flower. I'm starting off with my color called Bad Enough by Dynamic Nail Supply, and I've already done my prep, so now we're just moving on. She actually saw the set that I've done before, and this is me just kind of like recreating it. Also, I'm not sure if you guys are located in the South like I am, and if so, you know that it's starting to get a little cold outside. So I like to come outside a little bit earlier and get everything warm. You know, make sure the business is warm for my clients. Also, that my monitor is warm, so that way it's working like I need it to. Because when it's really cold, it starts to get a little bit runny, and I do not want that. Now I'm just taking my 80/80 file and I am just filing the sides of her nails, and then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to file the edge, the free edge of my client's nails to make sure everything is nice and crispy. I'm going in with my tornado bit and I'm just make sure everything is nice and sealed and that everything is nice and even. I also like to clean underneath the nails, like thin it out in a sense, if that makes sense, like what I'm doing right now. And just kind of smooth out the top, make sure everything's nice and even with my client's nails. Now I'm just taking my buffer and buffing my client's nails. After this, I have my clients wash their nails and kind of scrub with the little scrubbing brush. Once my client has cleaned her nails, I like to wipe with a lint-free wipe and alcohol before I begin to start painting. So now I'm just applying my super white polish on my client's nails. I'm kind of doing the cheat weight of my French. This is kind of what I like to do when I have clients back to back. It just kind of helps speed up the process in my opinion. So I just like to start by adding a big glob of polish across the front. Keeping the application smooth though. You don't want a thick layer because then it won't cure properly. But I'm just adding like, a thick layer across the top. Not a thick layer, but a thicker line, if that makes sense. My apologies. And then I like to go on the sides and just create that smile line, and then also clean up with my brush. I like to clean up with a little bit of acetone and my little cleanup brush. I'm just going in with my Coupa top coat before I begin to apply the design. I find that this makes the design stand out a little bit better in my opinion, rather than top coating it at the end. It's just a preference, I think, in my opinion, but this is what I prefer to do and what I found that looks a little bit better in my opinion. I'm just taking some rhinestone gel and I'm going to just create the little swipes, and I'm also going to create some little dots here. Take your time with this. Try not to apply too much of the gemstone glue or whatever glue that you're using. Just make sure you have just enough so that way when you're swiping and you're leading off with your design at the end, you want it to kind of thin out. You don't want to add too much. See how it's kind of thick and then I have a little bit left at the end. So that's why I like to do start off with a thick piece kind of on the tip so I can leave it where I'm sitting. And then when I get to the end, I just kind of swipe what's left and it makes it kind of thin out, if that makes sense. Also, this gel does spread, so I like to at least do about 3 nails and have a client cure, go to the other side, then finish the last 2 and just switch vice versa. I notice if I try to do like all 5 of the nails, my design starts to like expand, and that's not what I like. So I like to do 3 nails at least and then cure and then finish the rest. Now I'm going to use some of my Born Pretty little gel and I'm going to make a little ball. Once I do that, I'm going to make, this client requested 4 petals, but you could do 4 or 5 or however many that you want to. I'm just gently applying that. This stuff is sticky and like to kind of stick to your hands and can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's easier to work with than, I guess you could say, acrylic, but I like doing acrylic flowers as well. So whatever floats your boat, this is just what's kind of trending right now. So yeah. I'm just going to take my rubber end and I am just going to push out on the flower of how I want to make the petals. You can do it any way that you like. I'm just gently pressing it down and flattening it out so that way it gets like a spread petal look. Now I'm going to go in. Actually, I have the wrong color here, so I'm going to wipe that off. I meant to go in with the blue and then come in with the pink afterwards. So I'm just going to outline the edges with the blue. Now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to grab a little bit of my pink, start in the middle, and feather it upward. Just creating those small, thin lines, giving the flower a little bit more details, and just having a hint of that pink. And now I'm just taking that same rhinestone gel, just adding a little bit in the middle so that way I can just add a few of these gold beads. Once my client has cured her nails in a lamp, I'm just taking that same top coat and top coating this flower in the nail just so everything is nice and smooth and nothing is left tacky. Now I'm not going to top coat the nails again with the other design. Although I did use that same rhinestone gem, like glue, I'm just using a little bit of alcohol and a lint-free wipe to remove the tacky layer. The reason why I had to top coat this nail with the flower is because I actually used gel polish and I don't want to ruin that. Now, it's a preference. If you decide that you want to top coat your other designs, you can, but alcohol does the trick and I promise you the nails will be just fine. Now I'm just filing the tips of the nails just to give that fresh, clean look. If your clients desire to have their nails polished on the tip, you can do so, okay? Just a preference. And here's the final look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.